Hey everyone, I hope you've had a great day so far and that you're doing well. For this video we'll be going through a continuation of the Blokees unboxing with Classic Class 14 Sentinel Prime. And Sentinel's out of the Transformers 1 lineup, and I think this was released probably 2024, I guess. I should really check these things up. But yeah, anyway, going through what we've been going through for the past few weeks. So here we have the front of the box for Sentinel Prime, so we're getting pretty used to the type of artwork that they like to use for these kits. And I will admit, the actual artwork for Sentinel does look pretty cool, even though Sentinel ends up being a bit of a... yeah. Bottom of the box, just have the Transformers 1 Classic Class, standard logo stuff, and Sentinel Prime. Side of the box, just a nice shot of Sentinel there, and usual Classic Class, in this case Classic Class 14 for Sentinel Prime, so that's good. And then on the other side of the box we have just another shot of Sentinel there, from the front, the various included components, to which he has a decent amount, and then just a shot of Sentinel from the back. In terms of the back of the box, quick little bio there, which I typically do not read just for the sake of time and all sorts of other logistical reasons. Another shot of Sentinel there, although I don't think we can necessarily pose him like that, at least maybe not with the complete effects, but we'll see. And then bottom here, Sentinel on the base with a very commanding presence, and quick breakdown at his included runners. So that's the box for Sentinel done. Time to have a look at basically what was inside. And starting things off as we usually do with the front of the manual, which is just a repeat of the cover art from the box. Back of the manual just has the last few steps on how to, finish posing Sentinel, and a breakdown of all the runners and included components. Inside, so we just have another copy of his bio, and just that nice little promotional image for Transformers 1 that we've been pretty much seeing throughout each of these releases. In terms of the construction, nothing unusual. It's pretty much what we are getting very accustomed to. It does feel like there's becoming more and more components for each. Similar to some of the previous builds, looks like Sentinel will have his body and waist component all as one and not two separate pieces, which is fine. Obviously go through some of the weaponization and all things like that. We do have a combat version of his form, combat form version of his head. Looks like his arms and, well, all sorts basically by the looks of things, so there will be some variations about, so that is very cool. But it doesn't look like there's going to be any of those little flame effects for his feet, unfortunately, which is fine. So that was the included manual. Obviously that's pretty much your stock standard given. We do get that little booklet regarding how to change the battery. So far I haven't really had to use it, but they're also getting bigger, don't know why. Before going through the runners, we do get the two base plates, which are your stock standard now for this type of build. So we have those two. We do have the bag of the loose components, so some of the effects, neck connections, the light unit and things like that, so nothing unusual there. We do get, surprisingly, his main weapon loose. It's actually not on a runner. It was shared in a different bag, so that's obviously why it's kind of just floating around on its own, but that's okay. So we do have that. Hopefully I won't lose it. In terms of the runners, we actually have 4 A's in total. So looking at A's 1 and 2, and a very nice dark blue. It does have a bit of metallic tinge to it, so no doubt it is supposed to be a bit of a metallic blue. So we've got those 2 A's. We also have an A3 and an A4, much more condensed size, and they do have some gold trimming featured on some of the pieces. So obviously A3, I'm going to have to help it zoom in. So that's the A3 with some of the gold trimming accents, and then A4 is obviously for his head. So those were the A runners. We have two Bs, 1 and 2 in gold. Definitely not too bad, and being a gold, it does have that metallic sheen as well. But those look very nice. The wings do look cool. So we have those. A single C in a light silver. We have a small D in a bit of a metallic sky blue. Now, yes, there is a piece missing. It is currently off to the side of the camera. So, as I was taking everything out, moving things around, I did actually pop that piece off completely by accident, but these things do happen. And then lastly, two Fs, 1 and 2, in that dark grey / graphite. So, hands, joints, things like that. Always cool to see. Looks like we'll have two different hand manipulators as well. So definitely not bad for Sentinel Prime. Okay, so that pretty much brings us to the end of the unboxing for Classic Class 14 Sentinel Prime from Transformers 1. Does look pretty cool. I'm still going through the build backlog. I have finished Optimus Prime from Transformers 1. Megatron is pretty much ready to go. And then after that's pretty much getting RC and then obviously Sentinel ready for build. And then after that, who do we have next week? I believe it's B127, and then after that is Starscream. Then after Starscream, I'm not too sure. Could be Soundwave. I think there's still Soundwave, Ironhide, and Shockwave. Maybe not in that order, but those I'm pretty sure are the last ones. And then after that, I believe it goes back into 2007. So I think there's the... Actually, no, take that back. There is one for Megatronus, and then Jetwing Optimus. So I do have those on their way. And I do believe there's 2 more releases early next year in the way of Dark of the Moon, Bumblebee and Megatron, and I'm sure there'll be plenty after that as well. So definitely lots of stuff to look forward to, but this is pretty much where we are at for the time being. So thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to do the usual like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. It does help support the channel. I do appreciate it. Feel free to check out Instagram as well as the community tab as well. I'm still trying to keep things updated there. Granted, it's been a little bit weird right now just because of it's that time of the year. With that being said, stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you all in a future video. See ya.